Hopefully you guys aren't tired of my closet yet, because this is where we're going to start every episode. But today we're going to talk a little bit about things that you can use as art, especially if you're on a budget. Some of my favorite art pieces in my house are things that you really wouldn't consider art, but I do, and I think they look absolutely amazing. So for me, I love using hats on the wall. And I think it's because it gives so much texture. But even like with this hat, I mean, if you can see, it really is an art piece in itself. Like so many hats have, you can find different hats, vintage shopping, but I absolutely love hats. And again, I just feel like everyone is so unique, and I just love them. When I put them on my wall, they just make me happy. I just think that they look so pretty and they add so much to a space. Another thing that I felt like I used as art in here, as I said, I kind of wanted this room to feel boutique-y, and I really feel like a lot of these bags feel like art, especially this one, which was a vintage Louis Vuitton that had been painted on, which is really, really cool. You can bring this down. It is an art piece in itself. It's just so cool. And so I really wanted to display it and make it look just like any other piece of art would look. So I kind of used the bags as art because I did want this to feel like such a boutique. I've bought so many cards to use as art pieces, and this one happens to be my favorite. The creative director of Gucci sent me a bag along with this sweetest note card, and I just loved it so much, and I was like, I'm absolutely framing this for my closet. So again, this is from Sabato, who is the creative director of Gucci, and it was so special to me that he took the time to handwrite this card to me. So I framed it and made it a piece of art for my closet. One of my other favorite things to do is, there's a lot of designers that don't love family pictures. That is not me. I like for people to know who lives here and that things that are just really special to me. So these pictures came out so great. Vijay Mohindra, Molly's photographer, took these pictures of us at our wedding. This one's from our engagement. This one's from our wedding. And so I just framed them and put them in the hallway, where really anytime you go anywhere in the house, you're gonna see these pictures, and they always just make me so happy. And again, you know me, a few little containers of some dried flowers. Again, these have been here forever, and to just kind of tie it all together. But I love these pictures, and I'm one of those designers that loves family photos. So again, using pictures as art. And the great thing is you can have them professionally framed, but also Michael's, Hobby Lobby. You can find these exact frames, different sizes of mats, so cheap, and they always have the best sales, like 50% off, buy one, get one free. You can find frames like this anywhere. And I think they make such a cool statement. So I have to take you all to the house that I have next door, and show you one more piece of art that I love, that actually you wouldn't think of to be art, but I made it art, and I love it, and I think it makes such a huge statement. So let's take a field trip next door. Okay, I took a little detour and got distracted because I also love art outside, and this wall was so plain. I love plants, but I decided to use a couple of Don's surfboards. This is one of his surfboards that he uses all the time, and then also an art piece that was a surfboard that was supposed to go indoors, but we put these outdoors just with an old bench, and I just think it turned out really, really cool. So let's keep going. So another fun idea I had was to do skateboards along this kitchen wall to make a big impact, because the wall was so massive. And so to find art for this was going to be very expensive, or a lot of different pictures. So I came up with the idea to do skateboards along this wall, since a bunch of boys were going to live here. And it can be any skateboards. I did these because they looked great in the kitchen, But I think it would even be fun if you had got skateboards, you painted on them, made them your own. But any kind of skateboards, and you can do them anywhere. We also did a couple in bedrooms. We did a couple in their living room. So really, they just make such a strong impact anywhere in your house. These two are probably my favorites, and we did these down a hallway, and I love them. I love the Maryland skateboards so much. Have a little Maryland, a little Elvis, a little Johnny Cash. What more can you ask for? The final three in this house are Basquiat print, which I thought was really cool, and the boys loved it, so it was all a win-win. And I think it just really made the house feel like theirs. So I hope you guys loved the tour of the non-art art. So just in conclusion, we can do hats, we can do bags, we can do cards, we can do surfboards, we can do skateboards, we can do whatever you want as art pieces. So just when you're really thinking about, because I think one of the hardest things is when you're finishing off your house is figuring out art, because art can be so expensive, but it truly doesn't have to be. You can use anything that you love. So hope that helped a little bit.